Hey guys, how y'all doing today? So we're still in April. We're about to move forward. Figured I'd bring y'all with us. Um, just hooking up to the little trailer today, so we're ready to go. I don't think the grass is not ready yet, so that says it's ready to be. This is still growing, still growing. So yeah, neither one of these fields, or none of the fields, technically this field's ready, but not until this one's ready. So yeah, um, over here, and finally got our silage into the little shed over here. I think we'll just leave it that way, and let's move forward. Not really sure what happened there. All right. Oh, I actually did get a fast nights mod for this, but doesn't really seem to make it any faster that I can tell. So, yep, we went to 2140. I'm still not understanding why that's happening. I don't know. I think maybe I got a fast nights and I got another mod that speeds time or something, but I think maybe they're conflicting. That's the problem. So we are going to have to fix that at some point, just not today. All right, take it to 7. There we go. Let's go have a look, see at what we're looking at here. Oh man. All right. Let's have a quick look at chickens. Yeah, we got some new ones. Gonna have to feed them and get rid of these. Cow barn. Not really sure what happened there, but it reduction of milk. It's a pig pen. They're doing fine. They got food. That one produced what it's supposed to. So, interesting. But we will take those down. But first, go get our pallets. Get those moving around. I'm not going to drag you guys with me on that today. Just going to get some of this moving. Actually, we might take this and go look at the fields and see if they're ready yet. I think they should be ready in May. Maybe not. Let's look. I don't know. I don't know the growth. It's not like, nah, I think we'll leave it for one more month. I want to get the full cut off those. All right. Um, but I'll bring you guys back here in a minute. Just gonna run around and get some of our pallets straightened up, get our milk done, and then we'll probably go into June. Yes, we do have a pallet of eggs. Sweet. All right, guys. Back shortly. All right, guys. Brought you back. I'm just sitting here watching it rain. Um, and it's been raining for the past, yeah, basically since turned you guys off, went down and did a couple of things, and then it just started raining. So, we got some wood we got to get moved, sold. It's the last thing we got to do. I was, as I've mentioned before, I'm a little bit of an idiot, and in saying that, I forgot to actually um, turn the production on these. I literally just turned it on. So they didn't produce. Oh well, it's produced a little bit. So it's produced a little bit in the time that we were sitting here. Um, last hour ish. But I've got wood down here I need to get picked up. I apparently forgot to do it in April. I also forgot to pay salaries in April, so I'll have to pay salaries this month and for last month. We'll go ahead and get those and get this sold off. Getting low on wood in the salt mill there. It's got, Galloway deer. It's got a little bit in it. I think it's got close to 40,000 or so. But if if I want to put more wood in it, that means I got to start cutting more trees around the property. Yep, kind of figured I'd run into that. And I don't like. I just really don't like doing that, to be honest. I do like my trees, so that helps a lot. Considering we're about to spend 96,000 in salaries, but got cows fed. Um, got the slurry out. So everything's topped up. Milk's down here. We're doing really good on our milk and cheese. Um, I'll show you that in just well, no, I'll have to. Let's see what this does. It brings out more wood chips. I have a lot of wood chips stored at the moment. Wood chips, 28 pallets. I'm going to get rid of that. Yep, kind of figured there'd be more wood chips coming out. So, back up, push those out. While we're here, have a quick look. Yeah, it's got 39,000. We're still waiting on another pallet of wood chips, I think. And we've got another 8 pallets of planks and another 3 pallets of wood beams. This one, when I'm just loading it the way I'm doing. Oh, it actually, oh, okay. Oh, well, we'll go ahead and push that out, and then the rest of it will be wood. We got we got 3 pallets of cheese, and we got 4 pallets of butter. And we got our last pallet of parsnips. So we're good on parsnips. That's been a long time coming. Because we started parsnips back in middle of year 1 or something, I think. And yeah, I mean, we're just now finishing. So for anybody that's doing this challenge, I would highly recommend that you plan far in advance. See, yeah, there's no more room. Okay, let's go dump this. But yeah, plan well and truly in advance. Now, if you'll notice, we started out with about 400-ish thousand. I can't remember the exact amount. But the reason I'm saying is if it wasn't for the forestry that we're doing, because we're collecting, I mean, we're spending almost the entire year in some cases producing the product that we need for supposedly our family to eat, which does not leave us a lot of extra to sell. So I can't, in good conscience, go and do another Let's Play or another challenge unless I know I am able to have this homestead, basically, um, viable in more than just producing the food we need. We're also going to have to be able to produce financially. Um, that's one of the reasons we started the apple farm. Um, I've considered other options, and I think what we'll do is, now that our parsnips are finished, I think we're going to maybe retool a little bit more, at least one or two greenhouses, to produce. I'm going to have to go and look up a mod. Apparently there's a nursery mod around, like a gardening nursery or something like that. I'm going to have to go look it up. I heard about it. I haven't seen it. And see if we can't actually make a nursery of some type. Um, we're growing sorghum, which is really, really good, um, in our greenhouses. So those are producing around 8,000, yeah, 8,000 liters of sorghum a month. Um, so bread, the bakery shop up here, should be good for that. I'm also considering maybe making, because we do have flour, we do have milk, and we can create sugar. So I'm thinking we might add to the bakery and put a dessert shop in it. Um, Now, apparently, a bonus is if you can create chocolate for your family. I think there should be more to it. I think you should not only be able to create chocolate for your family, but you should be able to create desserts as well, um, and be able to sell those. So I'm going to look more into that. Um, right now, we're going to probably jump into June, because I want to start on my. I mean, I thought seriously about going ahead and cutting hay and making TMR, because we've gone through a fair bit, in this year so far. Um, okay, we should have 2 long planks left. I'll clean all this up after the episode. But yeah, I think I actually have. See, like, this is a bakery. It can produce a cake and bread. Really? A cake and bread? Seriously? Um, I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna do grapes. Um, I could sworn I had a dessert. See, I think something like that would be really cool, but on a smaller level. You know, um, like a soup factory, but on a smaller level. See, like this. I don't know what these are, but okay, so here's a dairy that can produce chocolate. We just need sugar. That's a cement factory. Grain, grapes, spinnery. What is that? Oh, straw harvest factory. Okay. Um, there's another dairy. Why am I so far out? What have I done here? I want to look. I could have swore I had a dessert shop in here somewhere. So like that's a special dairy. I don't know anything about that one. Dessert factory. How big is that? It's pretty big. But we could produce. We got the water. We could produce the sugar. We got the milk. We got eggs. We got strawberries. We got butter. Um, but is there any way to find a smaller one? That's what I'm worried about. Thought I had a smaller one. If anybody knows of a dessert factory that's smaller, I'd greatly appreciate it if you let me know so that I can. And some of these are like mods that come with the actual map. Yeah, even that bakery, like that's a small bakery. That's the one I'm using in this shed over here. This one. As you can see, if you take and press B, at least that's what it is for me on a computer, on PC. You can get in there, and if you mess around with it enough, you can actually set it up the way you want. I didn't want to put it all the way back because I want the triggers outside, and that's why it looks the way it looks. That's why it's set up like that. Um, yeah. Now I do know that apparently you can. I don't know the one. What, maybe I should look in my all-in-one production and see if there's stuff in there I could do. Because I don't see a small dessert factory in here. It kind of sucks. We have one more. Yeah, one more. Actually, let's go into here. Look in here. Well, we can't get buffalo mozzarella. Cereal, chocolate cereal. What does that require? Yeah, that's probably not going to happen. What's chocolate require? See, we can do chocolate, not a problem. Very nice if we could do other desserts, but doesn't look like it's in there. What about this one? We could make cake, but I mean, what does that require? Oof, a fair bit. I mean, not like we don't have it, but then we'd have to start bottling the milk. We have the flour, we have the sugar. We could get we can get all the rest of it. It's just bottled. We'd have to bottle that. It makes 21 cakes. Hmm, interesting. But otherwise, oh, these make soup. Soup. Noodle soup. What's noodle soup need? 10 eggs and 55 flour. Interesting. Red beet soup. That just sounds terrible. I'm not a red beet fan, so yeah, that just sounds wrong. A spinach bag? Interesting. And triple soup. Oh, okay. That doesn't sound advertising to me either. Um, why do we not have mushroom soup? Mushroom soup sounds better. Anyway, we'll get this done, and yeah, I'll bring you guys back in. Well, Man, how long is it gonna freaking rain? What? Okay, should clear up around here. Okay. But, basically the wood that we're producing right now is paying the salary for our employees. Um, and that's not gonna last. So, yeah, we're gonna have to, like I said, we're gonna have to come up with something better than what we've got right now. Because again, we're gonna have to make this financially viable. I don't think, or at least I don't feel that you should be doing contracts. I mean, okay, like right now, I've got a guy that's currently, um, he's doing a last cut for us here on the property. He's got cows, and we're not really using the land for much of anything. So at this point, um, I have some ideas about that, but yeah. Anyway, um, he's he's literally cutting the hay, and I mean, like I say, this is about 10 acres of hay cutting area. And we're just giving it to him. You know, he's spending his time and his money um, in fuel to do all of it, and it's just like, yeah, take it. You know, because that saves me having to run diesel through my tractor and put hours on my tractor that I really don't want to put on it. So, um, but you can't find any contracts on here for that. Like, if you look at our contracts, we have no mowing contracts. Hoeing, fertilizing, deadwood, plowing, sowing, weeding, wood transport. Not once have I looked in here and found a mowing contract. Not once. In the 3 years I've been doing this, no mowing contracts. Um, I guess they don't plant grass in Missouri. Apparently, that's not true. I know for a fact they plant grass in Missouri because there's a couple of places up around where I used to be that I pulled where I pulled for that company up in Neosho that they had a big fields that they would use to create hay for winter and stuff like that. So I'm not. I mean, nothing against the map mod, but or the map modder, I should say. But yeah, no mowing is a little iffy on that to me. Um, and I mean, it's not like, wait, I didn't want to do that. I want to do that. It's not like there isn't places, you know, that could do it, but it seems like everybody plants in soybeans. That that took most of the map. Look at that, or corn. It's either soybeans or corn. That's it. Well, except for these two locations here, I don't know what they're doing. But it's soybeans or corn. That seems a little odd to me, but okay. Um. Anyway, we're going to jump to next month. Let me just double check and make sure I've got everything set up. Plenty of food. Yeah, they got plenty of food. I do have 8 of them. Yes. Plenty of food. Plenty of food. And we got rid of the extras, and we have plenty of food. Mostly. Um. So yeah. And then our productions. I just want to double check and make sure. Yes, I did turn off parsnips. Okay. Wait. And these are on. On. Yes. Okay. All-in-one is still producing butter, carton rolls, and cheese. We currently have 7,000 liters of milk in here. See, you could make bottled milk in here if you needed to. So, and this one, milk 42.87. This one seems to be burning through milk quicker than the other one at this point. Not sure why that is, but yeah. About the only thing we have going in here right now is flour, which we have. We put a fair bit of sorghum in here, which turned it into wheat. Cheese and butter, and that is all it's producing at this point. So yeah, next month it is. We should be able to make hay. Well, TMR. All right, let's see how we go. Yep, knew that was coming. All right, let's speed this up. Drop it back down. Apparently our farm skip wants more things to delete. Wow. Okay. I think we'll just, well, let's take it to 7, because that's what we've been doing is going 7 to 7. And there we go. All right. Oh, 3 months worth of salary we've got to do. Why didn't you guys remind me of this? Jeez. Okay. So we're about to blow $144,000. So let's go into our power tools. Add remove money. Minus 144,000. Man, that hurts. Yes, it does. Okay. We're going to take a little Mahindra around. I like to do this every morning. Like when I like to go out, I get in a Mahindra. I grab the little flatbed. First, I want to go check on these orchards. I want to see what they are doing. And those fields are ready to be harvested. Oh, we got apples. Excellent. Okay. We got 4 of them. Obviously, we can only take 3, but, you know, it is what it is. We got 4 over here. So I think we can dump this on this side, I think. Oh, wait. Looks like we got more than 4. Okay. Is this a season for apples? I don't know. Because this thing's... I know nothing about apple orchards, so that seems a little excessive. All right. Okay, so we got 9 pallets out of that. What's in this? Oh, they're 1,000 liters each. Okay. That's fair. Apple. Okay. Interesting. It'd be nice if you could take like the apples and put some of them into the bakery and make apple pie. Wow, that would be good. Just the things that you could expand on would be really nice. Although there might be a mod for that. I have no idea. Alright. It's a good thing that you can just kind of... These look really cool. I like how they're spaced out. Although it's odd that they put grass under them. Like high grass. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Anyway. Because that's stuff you gotta mow, man. Or at least to me, you gotta mow it to keep it down. But it looks weird because you got this little gap. I may have to fix that. Okay. Okay. Did I get more? I don't know. I'll have to calculate that on next month. So let's look now that we've got all these in here. Let's see. Let's go have a look and see what we can actually do here. Oh, you could do raisins here. Interesting. 14,000 liters of apples. So we got apple juice we can do. I'm curious. Fruit types. So you apparently can't sell apples. Oh, I guess you can. What does apples pay? Well, that's not too bad. Like, they're paying pretty good at this point. It doesn't change that much. What's apple juice? Ooh, okay. That does change a little bit. We could sell that off in October. Make a little money off that. That might work pretty good, actually. Okay. Oh, probably should actually activate that, huh? 5 apples makes 4 apple juice. Cool. All right. There we go. We are now producing apple juice. Farm fresh, I guess you could say. Let's see. We've got our, what's this? Tomatoes? Yep, tomatoes. All right. Go drop these off. Sorry, guys. I'll bring you back after we figure out what all is going on. And, well, actually, you know what? It's about 30 minutes or so. I think we'll call it here. Because I'm going to go do my normal. I'm going to go and get all the stuff, put it in here, flour over there, feed everything else. And then it looks like we're going to be cutting hay today. Because, yeah, it looks ready. Yeah, that's definitely ready. Yep. So we'll be haying. I'm going to have to do a count on my silage and see what we can do because, like I say, we're in June now. We started out with around 540,000. Yeah, I think it was 538,000 or thereabouts. TMR. We have burned through almost 200,000 liters of that in 6 months. That's a lot, guys. That's a lot. So, hmm, yeah. There's no way that we could. There's no way that we can turn one of these fields into something else. Um, we would have to have more land to be able to do crops um, and keep up with the cattle. There's just no way. Um, you need 240,000. I mean, I guess you could. Um, if you did, well, you do one cut of hay, and then you do one cut of silage, and then you could probably switch over after that. But as you can see, the grass wasn't actually ready here. Like it's not fully ready. until June. So we'll probably be able to do another cut in a couple of months, October, August, September maybe, and then we'll might be able to do another one in November. I don't know. I think it's only 2 cuts a year we're getting up here. So if you're only getting 2 cuts a year, you would have to do hay for 1 cut, or you'd have to half it. You do half the food, half the cut in hay, half the cut in silage. But you're still going to need about 240,000 ish liters per year minimum, for half a year, for just to make it to the next year when you do your next cut. That's basically what you're going to have. 240,000 liters of solid or TMR, which means that you're going to need 480,000. No, wait. Yeah, 480,000 liters all up because, well, technically, I guess it makes at a 1-to-1. So you might be able to get away with 1 cut. But if you only did 1 cut, what would you do then? I mean, I'm not fully. I haven't been feeling well over the weekend. I don't think. To me, it doesn't make sense that I would be able to do 1 cut and make it through an entire year. Because if I went and did a cut now, don't get me wrong. Well, what I have sitting in there right now, plus what I put in, if I put 240,000 liters of TMR in, no, that doesn't sound right. Because 6,000 liters to 3,500 TMR makes 9,500. Yeah, you could probably do it. But again, 240,000 will last from now to your next cut. If you had nothing in this silo, that's not going to work because with the amount of cows we have, if you reduced your cows, it would. If you cut them by half, it would. So if we took out 1 barn, we could do 1 cut a year, I reckon. But you'd have to get your numbers dead on. Like, you would have to figure out exactly where you need to cut this field to be able to match the TMR to the hay. And I'll be honest with you, I really don't feel like doing those calculations, so we're just going to cut it. And we're going to make hay. And then the next cut, we're going to make silage. And then we're going to make TMR. So, yeah, that just sounds better to me. But anyway, guys, I appreciate your time. Sorry about that little bit of a ramble at the end. But we're going to get out of here because I've wasted, 3 minutes or so. Something like that. 8 minutes. Somewhere up in there. 5 to, I don't know. It was 32, 33. What was it? 35? I don't remember. It's not a good day. But I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to check in and have a look. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful week and a wonderful day. And we will catch up with you next time. Next time I will show that we're doing our cuts. Getting our hay, silage, all that nifty stuff up. Hopefully we'll see the results of that apple thing over there. I'd really like to see those. And meanwhile, I'll also be looking to see if we can't add a nursery garden, something to that effect. If we keep going, I was going to show this real quick. Sorry, guys. I just keep brain. I need to write this stuff down. Okay. So we got our rice. We got 15 pallets of that. 15 in tomatoes, 19 in gnocchi. Now, as of next month, we'll get 1 pallet. We'll have our 20. And this is producing about 4 pallets a month. So we'll be able to actually start selling this, which is good. because I'd like to see what that's going to do financially. We've got 14 pallets of cheese. As long as we can keep the milk down there, we're going to be fine. We've almost got we won't have these next month, but the following, we can start selling. We got 15 of those. We should have 3 or 4 next month. So within the next 2 months, we will be almost done with cheese. See, we'll get probably 3 or maybe 4 next month. So the following month, within 2 months, we should be good on our cheese and butter. These we already have because we got 2 in the bakery of this. So we've got our 10. Same with this. We got another one sitting in the bakery. We got 3 sitting in the bakery, so that's the 20 we need. I may have to switch, if I want to make chocolate, I might have to switch one of these. Well, we quit making the parsnips, so we might be able to, we'll have to go look, and we might switch that into making sugar cane or sugar beet. We got that, we've got those, and we need 3 more of these by the end of the year. We'll see how production is next month. We need 6 of these, and it's June. It's June, so we're producing about 1 a month. No, we're producing about 1 every other month. That's gonna be a little tight. I may add more chickens. But yeah, that's it. Everything else is on track. We're turning over because we'll be done in 2 months. That's going to be August. So our milk will start collecting at that point. So we should have, we should be able to get our 10,000 liters of milk as well. So yeah, we're looking good, guys. Looking really good. All right, I'm out of here. I will catch up with you later. Again, have a great day. Thank you for taking the time to be here with me. And if you can, if you like what you're seeing, hit the like button. If you got something you don't like or suggestions or whatever, pop it down into the comments. I greatly appreciate it. And other than that, take care of yourselves.